everyone, and welcome back to another video here on the Soulless Photography YouTube channel. Today we will be looking at Indianapolis Mutiny. Why can I say that right? Today we'll be looking at Mutiny taking on Hurricanes in the semi-pro semifinals. But before we jump into that, if you do find yourself enjoying this video at any point, please feel free to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I release a new video every week. And click the bell if you want to get a notification every time I upload a video. Shout out to the 12.2% of you that have already done that and clicked the bell to get notified when I upload those videos. If you want to support my channel and more than just liking and subbing, you can check out the join button down below next to the subscribe button. If you click on that, a menu will come up showing you the different tiers of membership for my channel. Members get early access and ad-free viewing to all my videos. Alright, now let's break down the two teams playing in today's match. So starting off with Hurricanes, they had a couple close matches in the prelims, but were able to come out 4-0 and get the bye straight into the quarterfinals. So in the quarterfinals, they ended up beating Hunters 3-2 in that match to move on to the semis. Hurricanes have a pretty stacked roster with Ben Carroll, Keith DeVitt, Matt Kilbashian, and the other guys in that team, and it seemed like they really had this layout figured out. As for Mutiny, they had a little bit of a harder time in the prelims. They actually went 0-1-1 on Friday, and they really needed to win both matches on Saturday to move on. They ended up beating TCP Machine and Newbies on Saturday, which gave them enough to move on to the Ochos on Sunday. They ended up beating their next two opponents 5-0 in both matches. They beat Struggle Paintball in the Ochos and then beat Annapolis A Team in the quarterfinals. Mutiny also came in with a pretty stacked roster with Andy Horvath, Carlos Lopez, and Elias Rodriguez, as well as being coached by Matt Sauceman, formerly of Vicious. So both teams had strong rosters on and off the field, so it really just came down to who was going to play this layout better in this match. So one last thing before we get into the match, we're going to do the layout breakdown. If you saw this in last week's video, you can skip this and go right to the match. It's the same thing, but we're going to break down the layout and then we're going to hop into the video. Alright, let's take a look at the layout from the NXL Florida event. So as you can see, this middle section right here is pretty stacked with bunkers. There was so much room up here to hide and just sneak around. Teams started really using this middle part of the field on Saturday and Sunday. But before we jump into too much about the layout, let's go over what the breakouts were for most teams. So as far as what most teams were doing on the breakout, most of the time they were sending a guy to this Dorito. You could double up the home if you wanted to, but you always mostly had a guy staying at the home. And then you had a guy going to this can, and then you could switch up where you sent your snake guy. Honestly, you could go to the corner, to the god, or right into the snake. Now, the safest bunker was obviously this can, but teams were going to the corner to try and stop this snake side early. Most teams, they would double up this home, and then they would send that guy right to this tower. Once they were in the tower, they had the option to go to either of these wedges, but from what I saw, I think most teams were going to this wedge down here on the snake side, and then going right up to the mini W on the inside. It was really easy to get lost in here in this section of bunkers, so this became really important on Saturday and Sunday for teams. Unfortunately, on the snake side, there weren't a lot of battles down this wire right here. All the battles were pretty much going to snake corner and just holding this wire down the entire time and trying to keep their snake player in their corner from moving up. This corner player was super important. If you lost your corner player or your god player early, if these guys died, they could easily crawl right up to your side of the snake and just get to these sections right here, this one or this one, and they would shoot inside and just get a lot of shots on players. You had pretty much free reign on this whole side right here to kill anybody if you get up into their snake. So this became a big problem for teams. You needed to have a body alive on the snake side to kill this snake guy or keep him contained the whole time. And this 50 Dorito was definitely another option for teams to attack. So if we look here on the Dorito side, you can see there's no real wire like there was on the snake side. This Dorito was really hard to live in right here. It was easy to get shot from the snake side or the middle, so most teams weren't sending a guy here unless it was really necessary or unless it was a stopping bunker to get up to the next Dorito. So in order to stop that Dorito side, it was really up to the home, the center guy in this section, or this cake guy right here. Their main jobs were basically to keep the Dorito from moving out of this gap right here. If you let the player get into this 50 Dorito, you were going to have a problem, and it wasn't super easy to kill that guy. You basically had to go bunker him or just wait for him to get sloppy. Alright, so that's going to do it for the NXL Florida layout. Let's jump into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
go, boys! Gamble! Hey, everybody stay up, man. It's super quiet in here. Hey, well, we're good. Let's fucking go. Come on, we're good. Let's go.
experience.